the U.S. entered 2024 with its smallest military in more than 80 years. The military has been facing challenges getting Gen Z to enlist. But thanks to new recruiting techniques, the Army and the Air Force say they are getting back on track to meet enlistment goals for the 2024 fiscal year. So joining us now to talk about all this is John Ullyot. He's the former National Security Council spokesman and U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Hello. Thanks for joining us on NewsNation Now.
Thanks, Anna. Glad to be with you.
So the military as a whole is reporting actually having a problem, in particular, getting men to enlist. According to data from the service, male enlistments have dropped 35% since 2013. Why is that? And why is it so critical to turn this trend around? What is happening?
Well, Anna, it's just the simple math is that you have 153, give or take, 1,000 recruits that we need to have per year, and we're down by 41,000, and that's over the last couple of years, so that's an average. But that means that we're down a significant number, and this is actually the worst recruiting environment or the recruiting numbers since they went to the all-volunteer force back in 1973. So you're talking about maybe 50 years of 50-year low in terms of the numbers that they're turning out versus their goal. So it is trouble. The reason why it's trouble is because the Navy's having to cut back on manning of ships. The Army's talking about eliminating one brigade. And so this is just the fighting force that it has planned for, it has funded, but they can't do their job because they're actually cutting back on forces just because the numbers aren't there.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel very good, very comfortable. How about the number of recruits as a whole, with there only being roughly 400,000 eligible recruits in 2023 from ages 18 to 24? How do the different branches compete for those future soldiers? They do have to compete against one another, don't they?
They do, absolutely, Anna. Is that so if you take a step back, the U.S. population's right around 340 million right now, and less than a quarter of that, or 85 million, are eligible for service, whether it comes to mainly by age, but also by handicap and other smaller factors. But so if you have 85,000 as a target, or that's the overall recruiting base, and you've got a target, the size of the active duty force is 1.3 million. And so the goals by service, the overall goal is 153,000. And then the different services, Army has the highest at 56,000. Navy and the Navy's 41,000. Anyway, we could get lost in the numbers. Bottom line is that they're down by 20. They are down by, for the first time, by 41,000 recruits. So the issue there is that if you have only 25% of the eligible population is eligible, then beneath that there's only 23% of that group that's actually target based on the physical and educational requirements of actually serving in the military, also those who do tattoos, et cetera. Anyway, bottom line is that there's it's really comes down to a lack of targeted recruiting that inspires young men and women to join the services. And there have been some who have said that it's because of an overemphasis on the part, and this has come out in House testimony, that it's part of an overemphasis on woke and DEI style recruiting and goals, just talking about not a fighting force, but really how it's a career and an idea that is something that is separated out from the mission of actually getting a military objectives accomplished. And so there's a lot of people who would be in that target population who are turned off because they no longer see it as an inspiration and a challenge. And just the last thing I'll leave you with on this segment, and is that the ads are, the military services, in particular the Army and the Marine Corps, are responding to that. The Marine Corps really never got away from it, but the Army's going back right now to very targeted ads, talking about just the old slogan, be all that you can be, and that you can actually, it's a physically challenging environment that people want to go for and want to be successful in.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.